there are many communities of color who are experiencing discrimination during the 30s and 40s, and they recognize that World War II is an unprecedented opportunity because for the first time, the U.S. government has to fight a war proclaiming their difference from a nation, Germany, that says the world should be organized according to racial terms. Not only that, we are going to create a final solution, death camps for people that we think should not be allowed to live. This is showing the ultimate philosophy of segregation taken to the nth degree. So when the U.S. government, with this history in the United States, goes to fight the German government and define what makes the United States different from this evil Germany, this is an opportunity for people who've been discriminated against to say, look, we are loyal Americans, we are fighting, we're sacrificing, just like other people, we're sending our fathers and brothers and sons to the war, we should be able to experience all of the rights and opportunities of other Americans. America should not be organized according to race. Negro men who want to show their patriotism, who want to demonstrate that they are willing to take up the burden of liberty, that they are willing to fight for the country when it is endangered. But in some cases, they're fighting for freedoms for other people that they don't have themselves. This notion of fighting on two fronts comes to be called the double victory movement. The double V campaign is to win civil rights at home while winning the war abroad.
I said to myself, I'm fighting two wars, one against the enemy from abroad and prejudice at home.
When technically we were still classified as 4C, which means enemy alien.
The Japanese Americans, both in Hawaii and here, had to somehow prove themselves. And that was not easy to do, you know, when we were so closely identified with the enemy.
Well, I volunteered from the concentration camp because I felt that the only way to prove that I was a loyal American was to volunteer for the Army. And that was the only avenue that was open to me.
There is one very important unit, the 442nd, which is completely made up of Japanese Americans who fight for the U.S. government, who fight for the American cause primarily in Italy, but in Europe during World War II, and they're a very highly decorated unit.
The saying goes that if the job was hard, give it to the 442nd. Go for broke is a Hawaiian slang, and the way it applies to the 442nd is that they are all volunteers originally, and they went into combat with that spirit, that they were going to give everything that they had for the sake of proving their loyalty to the government that had once disowned them.
That drove the Japanese American soldiers to a higher level of commitment, which made them fight harder and more ferociously than I think normal.
They went to war to prove their loyalty. When the 442nd returned from Italy, President Truman reviewed the troops and said, you fought the enemy abroad and you fought prejudice at home and you won. That was the first official highest level effort to turn the tide of prejudice and discrimination the other way.
The question was, how did Japanese Americans prove their loyalty? They died for it.